What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today I'm going to hit you up with my thoughts and opinions on this latest project from Black Thought, and it is called Streams of Thought Volume 2. Now, earlier this year, he did drop Volume 1, obviously, and that was a really dope project that will probably make my year-end list. And this shit right here is right up to par with that. Love this project. And the difference here is that all of the production is handled by Salam Remy. Really are getting a very nice selection of beats here. Very smooth instrumentals with lively percussion, funky bass lines, horns, guitars, just everything coming into play for a very organic experience. So that's one of the things that I liked most about this project. In particular, I liked on the song Get Outlined, where we're getting this funky blend of jazz flute and also some guitar. Lots of great instrumentation. If you like that style of production, you're going to love this sound. And of course, as you expect from Black Thought, he is coming through with all kinds of crazy bars. This is one of those projects that you don't go into really looking for trap bangers or unbelievable hooks, to be honest with you. That's just not the thing that he's really trying to do here, because it's more about the showcase of the bars. But in spite of that, you are still going to get some bass-heavy moments and also some hooks that you can work with. Like On the Streets, this one has a lot of thump to it because it has very heavy drums, as well as some nice hook work from Tish Hyman. So this is a track that does bring some of those elements into play. And on the final track, Conception, we're getting one of the EP's smoothest cuts, where his alter ego Reek Ruffin comes through singing like a soul singer from back in the day. So you are still going to get lots of these moments that are great as far as the song structure and those sorts of things go. I'm just saying you're really coming into this project to hear him rip shit on the mic, which he always does. So one of the tracks that stuck out to me right away has got to be Fentanyl. Again, you're getting a great production here, nice instrumentation. And this song here just deals with drugs and all the awful things it does to people, from making them have problems with their families to overdosing, mental illness, all of these issues. And I do like how he touched on this, because this is something that has been sweeping the nation, not just in the hip-hop game, but in the world in general. He spits. You watching this, he took a shot in the esophagus. He's in the zone and stoned like a sarcophagus. I thought that was just some very clever wordplay around the themes of drugs and death. And as expected, you are going to get a little bit of content here and there if you really pay attention to what's being said. This is also true on the song History Untold, where he's spitting a lot of bars that tie into history. So you're going to hear him bring up stuff like Genghis Khan, the Terracotta Army, and all kinds of other historical events and happenings and people. Really dope idea for a track. I didn't really peep that at first. When I was first listening to that song, I was like, this is kind of cool. Wasn't really hitting me. But then the more I listened, I picked up on what he was getting at. And the title, History Unfolds, it all makes sense. So you are getting some of that stuff here. That's great. On Soundtrack to Confusion, to keep things moving, he's speaking on America's ineptitude when dealing with gun problems as he spits, I wish for more peace on this earth and never chaos, as long as classrooms are getting sprayed with ARs. Love this bar, speaking on how despite all the awful school shootings and mass shootings that go on, it just seems like the United States can't seem to get it right and do anything about it, so he's going to continue to speak on it. And Hold to Choppa gets especially poignant when he speaks on slavery and just how the generational gap isn't that far away. He spits, Gramps told my father they sold his papa for gold and copper, even though he was the strongest cropper. Now, am I wrong if I teach my son to properly hold a choppa and how to bring down a helicopter? Love that line. As I said, it's showing you that the generational gap there between slavery really isn't that far. I mean, for black people, you can just go back through your grandparents a couple of generations and you can see where that connection is. And of course, he's speaking on how he's trying to teach his son about this history, keeping him aware of it and also teaching him self-defense so he can protect himself. You're getting more lines that tie into this on this song when he says, it's been a war on the heavily melanated. For your own security, you better be educated. Listen. There really is a lot of wisdom to unpack here. Some people might listen through and think it's a little bit rapidy rap, and in some spots I think it is, just as he's piecing together his songs and his rhyme schemes, but you are getting a lot of content, and he doesn't really waste a lot of bars, so that's something that I like about him. Really like this track because you're getting that social commentary, and also a little bit of something to think about. So you're getting great content all over this. I like that he's bringing some concepts here and there, as I mentioned on History Unfolds. The production, very groovy, some nice bass lines, all these things. I really don't have many complaints with this project, so I'm going to go with a 4 out of 5 just like I did with the last one. Now, I'm not going to go higher because I think once it comes time for a full project, he's really going to flesh things out more, bring some more features on here, and just give us a greater, more concise project. Well, maybe not concise, but one that's a bit more put together. You know what I mean? These projects are very concise, these EPs, because they're short. I'm just saying full album time, Black Thought is probably going to give us something much more than these projects, so let's save those higher scores. At least that's what I'm doing. We'll see what happens. But that's all I got to say about this one. You guys can check it out for yourself and then hit me up in the comments section with your thoughts. And of course, make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff where you show me love and you show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I We'll see you next time.